haven't convinced you yet. In Job, it says, "If a man die, shall he live again?" He answered, "All the days of my appointed time will I wait, till my change comes. Thou shalt call, and I will answer thee. Thou wilt have a desire to the work of thine hands." Job 14 and 15. So, we're here this morning. We claim to have the same faith in God. And I believe that God will not forget us just because we haven't seen Him for years. All who are the work of His hands. We said in Sabbath school this morning, He bought us twice. He created us, He redeemed us. I don't think He would have gone to all that trouble to just abandon you and leave you here to deteriorate like a 60-year-old car. God will not forget His own. You're the work of His hands. But you've got to allow Him to work within you, to mold your character, to cleanse your life, not from the disease, but from the dis-ease of evil doing. We're precious in His sight. We're the object of His supreme desire. And He doesn't want to let us sleep in the grave forever. The Apostle Paul put it this way in 1 Thessalonians 4. "I would not have you be ignorant, brethren and sisters, concerning them which are asleep, that ye sorrow not, even as others which have no hope. For if we believe that Jesus died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Jesus will God bring with Him from the grave. For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep. For the Lord Himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, with the trump of God, and the dead in Christ shall rise first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. And so shall we ever be with the Lord."
Amen.
Not just reunited, but caught up together in the clouds. What a joyful reunion that day will be. That day when Jesus will demonstrate His triumph over death, over sin, over Satan. And He will not forget you if you don't forget Him. Then the promise will be fulfilled that many of us have said, and in fact, Dave read it for us this morning as part of our scripture. God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. From Revelation 21:4. There's an old song that a lady, when I was growing up, used to sing about no more parting, no more tears, no more sorrows, no more fears. It seems too good to be true, but it's true. Life will be just like that when He comes. But there are people that don't believe that. They see wars, rumors of wars. They see terrorism, and to use the famous expression of former President George W. Bush, weapons of mass destruction. And that's all they think about. Just the negative. Oppression, hunger, famine, earthquake, lethal weapons. But all those things, we're told, will pass away. And suddenly, there will be peace. Universal peace. Forevermore. And the things that we read about as fruits of the Spirit in Galatians 5, like love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance, will come to the forefront. And the former things will pass away. All those things like greed and envy and jealousy, no more. They're going to go away with all of the disease, all of the sin, all of the unholiness. And I can't imagine, really, what that's going to be like.